Welcome back to the Clear Skin Podcast. Today, we are here to shed some more light on a very, very critical aspect of skincare. And we want to talk about why we can't work on inflamed skin when it comes to advanced skin treatments. We're talking microneedling, laser, all the advanced skin treatments that everybody wants right away. We're going to talk about why we can't work on skin without first calming down the inflammation. So let's jump right in, because this is like a hot topic in terms of like results and outcomes and reasons why people aren't experiencing great results with their current routines, right? So Nikki and Amelia, our experts, are here. And so we want to have you guys explain a little bit how inflammation is often the root cause of common skin concerns. And we're talking about like aging and acne and sensitivity. So there's a link between inflammation.
One of the things about inflammation is we kind of end up using that word as though, it covers so many things, but it really does. It really does, because we've learned that just by changing people's skincare products, we can reverse quite a bit of inflammation. But we also come to find out, due to stressors, our cortisol levels it's just insane. The insulin is also a hormone, that our insulin from diet is a mess. And so there's so many root issues that we love to get to as we deep dive into inflammation. But, one of the first things that we notice is that we can reverse inflammation quite a bit by skincare products.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely something that we've seen firsthand. So a lot of times when clients are coming into the med spa, they want to come in, they've tried everything, right? They've been here, they've been there, they've been everywhere, and they just want those, kind of advanced treatments because they think that that's what's going to solve their skin concerns. So what kind of risks, like if we're talking about microneedling and lasers, if we don't have the skin's barrier intact and it's inflamed, what kind of risks could the client experience if they're trying to get these treatments done?
Which is a great question, because we have people calling us all the time and asking us for a treatment that somebody offers that they saw advertised on something that is probably an amazing treatment, and we may offer it. But a lot of times we have to guide them in the process that when they come for that treatment, we may not be able to provide them that service at that time just based on where their skin is at. And 9 times out of 10, once we get them under a blue light, we can see that their skin's not in the condition to receive those treatments. And the reason why is if your skin barrier is compromised and your skin's not in the place to be receiving treatment, it's going to put up a protective mechanism, and you're not going to get the benefits from the treatment that you're trying to receive. So we have this awesome client that I just absolutely adore, that she has rosacea. She told me that she had tried everything. Nothing had ever worked for her. She tried all the expensive serums and every product there was, all the diet changes, and had microneedling, and it did nothing. And I was like, I don't think that you've tried the right skincare products yet. So just trust me. Like, let's just do this. It's 4 things that you're going to start doing morning and night. Just let's see how it goes. And 10 days later, she comes back and how's your skin doing? She's like, well, nothing detrimental has happened. I'm like, okay, good. So we get her on the table, take some blue light photos, and just a complete, just 100%. You can see the inflammation is so greatly reduced. Just a tiny bit left on her cheeks. And as she's talking about, oh, and this year I had microneedling done. And microneedling is a skin treatment that a lot of med spas offer. It's a collagen induction treatment. It's amazing for so many different things, but her skin wasn't in the condition for it. So she didn't see the results, because you're not going to get youthful skin if you already have all of the premature aging from all of the inflammation without reversing the inflammation first. So it ends up being a waste of money.
Right. If the inflammation's not being taken care of, then it's just kind of a vicious cycle. And, we talk a lot about like when your skin's inflamed and you don't heal it first, it's like putting, salt in a wound, and we're targeting, like we're working on the wound really, when we need to heal it first, right?
Oh, the other analogy that I love is when a house is on fire, you don't harm the fireman.
Right. Right. That's a great
Right?
point.
Like, yeah, you don't want to harm the thing that is most important. And the most important thing to get the outcomes, to get those cells to communicate correctly, we have to calm that skin barrier down.
Now, when we're talking about inflamed skin, I know I said that it was linked to acne and aging and sensitivity, but can you maybe describe some of the things that people would be experiencing on their skin if they're inflamed?
So skin can show up in lots of different ways when it is inflamed, but most commonly what we see and what I most commonly hear people describing is that they have irritation, their skin feels sensitive. When they use products, their skin responds negatively. When they get out of the shower, it feels tight, painful, a lot of redness. Yep. And then when we get them under the blue light photos, we can see a lot of times they'll have a lot of redness underneath the skin that's typically around the nose, the mouth, and the forehead. But the really fabulous thing about this is that we can reverse it. So once we go back with blue light photos later on, we can see a lot of that premature aging is reversing because we're getting rid of that inflammation, but it shows up all over our bodies in lots of different types of ways.
Yeah.
Isn't it true that we get a lot of clients that believe that things haven't reversed and we show them
Yeah.
the blue?
I think it's incredible. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
incredible with your blue light technology that you use. And so for those who don't know what that is or haven't experienced it before, can you tell me a little bit about the blue light and how that works?
Yeah, so the blue light's a little medical device that we use here. We turn off all the lights and put you under a special light so we can see under the skin surface. And it's just kind of what we don't see with the naked eye. So under the skin surface, we're going to see pigment that's trying to come to the surface, PIE that may be from like healed acne or picking, inflammation, a lot of types of like melasma. It also shows clogged pores that you may not be able to see from the naked eye. And it gives us a really good idea
What's to come.
What's to come, and also like where it's coming from. So a lot of around the hairline, we know hair care products, if it's all over the place and we've got something going on that's probably like makeup related or something internal around the mouth, we've got like chapsticks or your toothpaste. So there's so many different sources that we can find just from those blue light photos.
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
We can pre-warn them what's about to come, because a lot of times they'll think that they just have textured skin, that they don't have acne. And it allows us to say, our products are going to allow these things to come to the surface. There's only one way out, and that's through the top. So it allows us that freedom to say, this has got to come to the surface.
Yeah, this is what's going to be happening. So
yes.
So, managing those expectations that, yeah, you're right. I mean, it has to come out from somewhere. It's been there likely for, a while, and it needs to work its way out. So I think that, the message here is that it is crucial to establish a healthy skin barrier. First, address that inflammation before starting any type of, more advanced treatments like the microneedling and lasers. So now I want to talk about those clients who are eager for those quick treatments, for those they come in, they want the microneedling. How do you kind of explain the importance to the client that they need to calm the inflammation first?
That's such a great way to question this, because there's two aspects. I have a client that sent us photos and her face was so inflamed, so irritated, nothing worked on her. She came in and she heard that microdermabrasion was wonderful. Well, it might be wonderful for the right skin type, but that was not her skin type. And I wasn't going to be able to remove that inflammation by microdermabrasion. And then I think of another client that, and to speak to that, our skin is so smart, it's so intelligent, and protects us all the time. So when you overdo something, when your skin barrier is not repaired, it overreacts. So if we had just automatically given her a microdermabrasion, we could have really just created such another issue on top of another issue. Another client that I think of, and I talk about her lovingly, I adore her, and I stalked her to get her to come in here. And
Love when you stalk people.
I'm like, I saw your skin. I will hunt you down.
A skin stalker.
Skin stalker. I don't do this often, so don't.
Right. No, she's not going to come and stalk everybody, but you know.
Don't call the authorities. So, and she said, I've tried everything. I've been to the best of the best. I've been to big cities, right? I've really tried it all.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you say that she said she'll still tell this story? And she started with this 2019. Yeah. And she's an older lady. She's in her 70s, and every single year she keeps being told that, what are you doing? You keep looking better and better.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because her skin barrier is repaired. Right.
And that age reversal is starting to take place, right?
Now, her age reversal, because a lot of it was premature irritation, so we were able to reverse things pretty quick on, but now we get to do other, all of the other stuff that we couldn't do before. And so she just keeps looking amazing.
I was going to say, the kind of post, like, I guess the lasers and microneedling and other modalities that you guys have really treats those subskin issues after the skin barrier's been healed, right? So it's
Absolutely.
like it's dealing with that post-inflammatory pigmentation that
Right.
that can appear, the redness, or from picking and etc. So
well, and Cheryl was coming to us late 60s, early 70s,
mm-hmm.
and she still had acne.
Right.
And so she was doing what my pain point is, what I understood is, she was chasing after getting rid of breaking out and reversing her aging. So those products were just not working for her.
Yeah, they weren't.
So we were able to do both. Yes.
Yeah. So now how do you, because every client's skin is unique, how do you personalize your approach to treating them to reduce the inflammation in skin and also target their big skin concerns? Because nobody really knows that they have the inflammation, and it's kind of like, oh, I have to start there.
So we have our essential basics, which to me is just the basics. It's exactly what everybody needs. And so it's our essential cleanser that's a super nutrient dense milk cleanser, our hydration toner, which I like to say it's kind of like Windex, as opposed to using just water on a mirror, all of the minerals and deposits that are going to be left over. So we're just wiping all of that away so we have a clean slate. Mm-hmm. Our balanced hydration, which is a super powered humectant, hyaluronic acid. And then our Peptide Plus, which has copper peptides. It's super amazing for healing. And we notice results in less than 2 weeks as far as bringing down inflammation. And with that being said, us talking about the blue light photos, you don't have to come in here and have blue light photos for us to be able to see the inflammation in your skin. If you want an actual skin analysis, you can send photos, or we have a skin quiz so we can kind of figure out what your needs are. Mm-hmm. And so from there, you get your skin in the condition that it can accept serums. If you start adding like exfoliating chemical exfoliators too quickly to the skin, it's going to respond really poorly. Yeah. So depending on your pain point, whether it's age management or acne or hyperpigmentation, we've got different serums to kind of go towards whatever it is that your goals are. Mm-hmm. And so then we can start introducing serums, which are active ingredient products that continue working all day towards whatever your pain points are. Yeah. And those are going to be specific for your skin type and whatever it is that you need.
Okay, so we've talked about our essential basics and how it doesn't matter whether you have acne or whether you have aging. The bottom line is that most people have inflamed skin just due to lifestyle factors and other products and treatments. Beyond addressing the existing inflammation, can you what advice would you give to our clients so that they can prevent any future inflammation?
That story that I shared about the lady with the inflamed, irritated face. So we completely reversed it. She looked like she had lost a ton of weight because she was so swollen and inflamed. I can think of a few clients that's been like that.
Oh, wow.
And once we reversed it, she really felt like she had this under control and she didn't really need to use our products anymore. And she had heard that there's gentle products that she could get at the dermatologist or I should not even say dermatologist. What is,
Ulta.
yeah. Yeah. And she's like, so it said that it was a milk cleanser. It said that it was right. Like, so she bought these products, and a month later, she said she would have sent a message sooner, but she was just like, well, maybe it's just my skin's got to get used to it. Her eyes were swollen. Her face was swollen. Do you remember those pictures?
No.
And she sends it, and she's like, help.
Help.
So what I recommend is to stay the course.
Stay the course. So
Stay in contact with your specialist who can
Yes.
help you decide what makeups to use and what products to use on your body, and to check ingredient labels for you and to let you know,
Yeah.
because I've been ignorant to things when I just didn't know.
Yes.
And it's the education that's empowering that keeps us on the right path. And it's sometimes we fall off of it.
Yeah,
And
no
sometimes
shame.
we get breakouts, and sometimes we can't get our products in time. And sometimes we just end up on a path that leads us back to inflammation. So inflammation can come back. You can get rid of it, and it can, return, and we can start again,
It's like my diet, right? Like I can be on course, everything's great. And then I don't know, it went bad. It didn't go bad.
it just went to the side, right?
I'll put it aside for a
Put it on
minute.
pause for now.
I'm coming back. That's right.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
so,
but I love that what Amelia said. There's no shame around it. Like, no.
and it's just, it's part of the journey, and it's not a straight path. Like, we know that there's, dips and valleys and things that come up, and circumstances that come up in people's lives, right? So, but I want to stress the importance, because we've been talking about using products. And so I know we've talked about your product line before, but these are products that have been developed and are carefully looked at by you. The ingredients are in the right place on the ingredient deck. You don't have, pore cloggers and irritants that are in your products. So you can safely say that you are confident in your products because you know what's in them, and you know how they support the skin. So just wanted to say that, because there are a lot of products out there, and there are a lot of products that do say acne safe or non-pore clogging. And, a lot of times, like, they can put whatever they want on those labels. It's more just a marketing tactic, really, right? So, or they firmly believe that they're not pore cloggers because they don't understand the formulas, right? So
yeah, they just don't understand the formula for sure.
All righty. Well, ladies, that was fantastic. As we wrap up the discussion, if you are ready to take action and transform your skin with Clear Skin Solutions, then you have a couple of options. So we've got a skin quiz that you can take, and that's going to give you a customized, personalized skincare routine that is very specific to your skin. We've developed this quiz ourselves, and so we're very hands-on with that as well. We also offer our virtual, so you don't even have to live in Ardmore, Oklahoma if you want to see these guys for your skincare. We have virtual programs available. We've got virtual skin coaching available. We don't need to see you in person. In fact, our products work so well that there are so many clients out there that we've treated virtually, and we've never touched their skin, and the results are incredible. So, whether you're dealing with aging skin, whether you've got acne or sensitivity or any other skin concern, we will be here to personalize a plan just for you. So if you want to take a step towards healthier skin, then you can visit our website at clearskinsolutions.com and take our skin quiz, and check out our products on there for our essential basics. And don't forget to hit the follow button so that you never miss another episode of the Clear Skin Podcast. And we will be back again for another interesting discussion all about skin. We live for skin. So thank you, ladies, so much for joining me today, and we will see everybody again next time.
Thank
Bye.
you.